Hey everyone, in this video I'm going to show you how I made the Snoopy with his holiday decorated house cookie, perfect for the holiday season. This video is a collaboration with Hallena Hinkle, and I will leave her channel and her cookie video in the description box below, so go ahead and check that out. Alright guys, let's get started. Here are the things I'm going to use: 8-inch tall Snoopy cookie cutter, and I found that on eBay. Red, black, and leaf green food coloring, all by Wilton. Bow icing decorations, sanding sugar, and I'm going to be using different colored candy pearls. Alright guys, let's get started. Alright guys, to get started on this gigantic cookie, as you see here is bigger than my hand. I'm going to go ahead and start off with my black outline, and I have here a black and a tip number 2, and I'm just going to basically do the outline to the whole house and for Snoopy, and then all the rest of the details will be done later. So this is in a tip 2. I have the black in a medium to thick consistency, and I want to give this outline because it does really make the cookie stand out with the outline. So I'm going to go ahead and do the outline. You don't have to if you don't want to add the black or take an extra step. You can just fill in the cookie. That's fine as well. So here I'm going to drag it over here. This is his arm, and I'm just following the indentation of what the cookie cutter left. Here is his arm and his hand. Bring it down, connect it. I'm gonna start here too. Camera switches around, and then just outline Snoopy's body, the feet, and then it comes down. There's a little gap between his feet and his belly. And then he has a collar, which I'm thinking of doing red. So I'm just gonna leave it like that. And then it comes down here, around the nose and the head, just like that. The ear, I'm gonna leave it like that because that's gonna go on top after I ice the house. So that's pretty much it. I'm just going to give this a little bit of time to crust, just a few minutes, so I can fill in this nose. But I do want to give this about I'd say an hour, because I want to make sure that any of this black doesn't bleed into my white especially. So give this some time to crust, and then we can move on to the rest. Okay, it's been about 5 minutes, so it's dry to the touch, but I'm not going to start anything. I'm just going to go ahead and do his little nose. So I'm just going to fill that in. My little button nose. Okay, so go ahead and continue letting this dry, and then we can move on. Alright, so I gave this some time to dry, so I can go ahead and do this top part and the bottom part. I have my red here in a tip 4 to help me fill this out a lot quicker. I'm going to just smooth it out and then continue on. Push it up to that. And that's pretty much it. Do a little tap. Okay, I'm happy with that, so I'm going to finish this bottom one. Alright, that's good. So give this plenty of time to dry. If you can, leave it overnight, and then you can go ahead and finish up the rest. Alright, so I gave this some time to dry. So what I'm going to do next is with my white icing in a tip 3, I'm going to add my icing on there, and it's in a medium to thick consistency because I will be adding the sanding sugar, and I don't want it to cause the icing to spill to the sides. So what I'm going to start by doing is adding a little bit higher on the ends and then lower towards the center, and then higher at the ends. Okay, then I'm adding my sanding sugar. It's a pretty big cookie, and luckily it fits in this container. Okay, and I'm going to do that to the bottom part here as well. Clear that out. I've got the line to stay there really nicely, but it's going to end up getting hidden, so I guess it didn't matter if it even had a line in there. So I'm just going to dry this here and make it higher up at the ends. On that sanding sugar, and this is just plain white sanding sugar. You can find it anywhere. Alright, so I'm just going to dump this out. It's good to have a nice fluffy brush to brush all this out. So just clean this up. Alright, so it's going to look like that. Pretty neat. So now I'm going to go ahead with all the little detail. Alright guys, so now for the Christmas lights, I chose these little pearls because I thought they would look really nice like Christmas lights. They have a nice shiny coating on them, and they're like the nice kind of perfect size for this cookie since it's pretty large. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to eyeball it, and just going to make a line across. So just going to go like that. Now I'm going to do one line at a time. And really quickly, I'm going to set my pearls because they have to go on there before this icing dries. So you're going to do this for the line, and then I'm going to do the other one. Okay, so now I'm going to do the other one. I'm going to see where I'm going to have a space to run this through. So I'm thinking around here. So I'm going to drag it in between here and bring it up. And again, just go ahead and run your lights. Okay, so I'm just going to leave that like that. So I thought that would look really nice with these candies to make them look like lights. So here I'm going to go ahead and do my Christmas wreath that I want to do. So I'm going to do that next. Guys, I am going to have to tell you how I did my wreaths because I lost the clip. So I'm going to have to do this really quickly. I apologize. I used a tip 16, which is a star tip, and my icing is in a thick consistency. And all I did was just pipe little stars all around in a circle. Then when I got down to here, I added this icing decoration. And these bows come in a pack, and they're by Wilton, and they come in different colors, and I decided to go with the red because it just made it more Christmassy. So I just attached it there while the icing was still wet, and that was pretty much it. Really easy. So I must continue on with this cookie. Hopefully I can continue on without a glitch because I really need to finish this. And again, I apologize. Okay, so I have here in a tip 2 some black icing, and it's in a medium to thick consistency, and I'm just going to drag a few lines across the cookie just to give it that little plank look, like the wood pieces in the roof. Yeah, and I'm going to do it to the bottom as well. Just a couple here. And then after this, I can move on to my Snoopy finally. So I'm going to go ahead and do that now. Alright guys, so now I have white in a tip 2, and I'm just going to go ahead and fill the whole Snoopy out. I'm just going to leave this space here empty because that's where I'm going to be adding his red collar. So I'm just going to leave that empty, but everything else I'm going to fill in. Alright, so once you smooth your icing out, go ahead and let it dry for the minimum of 2 hours, because we are going to go here in with some red, or even if you do a black one, you want to make sure that it doesn't get absorbed into your white. So make sure that it's nice and dry. I did go over my lines just a little bit on both of them, so I'm just going to go over it with a tip 0 or 1 with my black later on once it dries. So I'm going to go ahead and let this dry. Alright guys, so I'm going to do a few things here. I'm going to go over my lines that disappeared and do a little bit of detail. And I'm going to do the collar. I'm going to do it in red, but you can do it in black as well. And I'm going to just add a few little dots of red in here in my reef to give it some color. So really quickly, I'm just going to do the eye over here. And a little bit of a crescent look like this. And then here I'm going to bring his ear down as far as I can take it. And then just fill that in and then smooth the icing out. Okay, so then I'm gonna go and do my line that disappeared here. Write that around. I could have done a better job on that. But then I'm just gonna go ahead and do my little lines here. Here's another line that disappeared, so I'll just do that. And then 2 little lines up here. And then with my red, which is in a little bit of a thick consistency, that black was really thick consistency as well. And I used the tip 0 for that. You can use a tip 1. This is in a tip 2. I'm just going to make some little red berries on here. Alright, so make sure you bring those peaks down so they look nice and round. Alright, so now I'm going to go in here with my red for the collar. Again, you can use the black, but I just thought I'd give it a red one for the holidays. And that's pretty much it, guys. I'm just going to smooth this out, let this dry, and then I'll put them all together because that's pretty much it. Alright guys, there you have it. Snoopy and his Christmas decorated doghouse. Perfect for the holidays. This cookie is awesome. It is large and in charge. So if you are a Snoopy or Peanuts Gang fan, this is the cookie for you. Really easy to put together, only a few colors. Especially if you use the candies for the Christmas lights, it will save you a ton of time, and that color, it just pops really nicely. Alright guys, that is it for this video. I thank you so much for watching. Stay tuned for more. Don't forget to watch Hallena Hinkle's video for this collaboration and her channel. Very awesome and talented cookie artist. So stay tuned for that. And I will talk to you soon, guys. Thanks so much for watching. Have a good one.